Hi guys, my name is Dindra and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm with my dad and this is episode 4 of Podcast with my dad.
I don't know why I just made zip signs, but yeah, welcome to our channel again. I know we haven't been posting in a while, so we're gonna try hard to shoot as much as possible, discussing our favorite topic, which is
Football.
well, it's football in England, soccer in South Africa.
Okay.
So where do you start? All right, interesting enough. First of all, I gotta acknowledge your predictions for last year. You said PSG is gonna do well, and I said nah, without Messi they won't do anything. But I actually got proven wrong. Yeah, they actually went on to win a couple of trophies. I wasn't expecting them to, but yeah. But I'm happy Messi is doing well in America though.
Beggar League.
Please. There's nothing Saudi has on, nothing different that they have that America doesn't have. So
Saudi Arabia has quality players.
So does USA.
Benzema. Mahrez. Ronaldo. Kante.
Well, they have Messi, and Messi beats them all combined anyway. So they can have a million stars as long as Messi is in MLS. It makes it a great league. But anyway, they're both soccer leagues, and they're all entertaining us. I think that's what matters the most. It doesn't really matter which league is better or which league we think it's better. Many can argue EPL is better, but if you look at the England itself as a national team, they're not doing that well. So it's debatable. So I'd say Spanish league because I like the way Spanish teams play. But overall, England has a great coverage when it comes to soccer, and it attracts a lot of footballs.
Yeah, I agree.
So we agree.
Yeah.
So your predictions for this season? Let's start in England.
England. Kind of hard because still in the beginning of the season. But either I know Manchester not winning it this season, so either as a Manchester United fan, the way we're starting is kind of shaky. So I think I don't think it's gonna be Arsenal, Liverpool, or City.
I'd give it to Liverpool. I mean, the way they started like a horse on fire.
Also Arsenal.
Yeah, but Arsenal has been, if you look at the past couple of seasons, Arsenal has been doing well. And if they didn't win the title then, it's going to be difficult for them. If Man City picks up the pace, Liverpool is not losing, and we know once they get going, well, they keep going. So it's going to be a bit difficult for Arsenal to catch up.
And they have Isaac now, so.
Yeah. Well, I'd put my money on Liverpool.
Yeah. It's at the end of the season.
Yeah, poor Manchester United and Amorim. Do you think they should let him go or they should keep him?
Just for until the first of the season ends, until like December, I think the club should see if he was doing good or not and decide whether they keep him or not.
So you think it's too soon to let him go now?
Yeah.
I'd like to see Mourinho back. I think that would be nice. I think that's one coach that didn't get enough time to say. He also won like 2 trophies with Manchester United.
The
so
Europa League. Something Amorim couldn't do.
Exactly. So I think had they given him 2 more seasons, he would have improved the team and made them play a bit better. I believe so. So otherwise, it's going to be difficult for Manchester United to get back to its glory days. But we forever hope for.
Yeah. And let's talk about Bafana Bafana.
Ooh, now that's a topic. That's a topic. What do you think of Bafana Bafana? See what I'm wearing?
Yeah.
Patriotic.
I think they could be able to qualify for the World Cup. I know they will. Because all we have to do is win our next match. We go to the World Cup.
Well, yes. We've got 2 games in hand. Well, not really in hand. 2 games remaining. If we win one of them, we'll go through. But there is a catch. If FIFA decides to take 3 points away from us, then I think we're really in trouble.
Yeah, because Nigeria has like 3 games.
No, Nigeria still has 2. But Nigeria, I think it's out of the question. Nigeria, there's no way they can catch us now.
Rwanda, that's scary.
Is it Rwanda or Benin? One of the two.
So Rwanda, Benin is the bottom.
Is it? Well, I'm not sure, but yeah, whatever team, I think they 3 points behind us. Also 2 games remaining, and I think the last game we're playing against them. So it's going to be critical for Bafana to win the next game. I mean, if we win the next game, even if FIFA takes away the 3 points, on goal difference, we're still superior with the other guys, even if they come and beat us. So either way, I think the next game against Zimbabwe is going to be more critical. But I'm really, really impressed with the way they've been playing lately. I mean, people are flocking to the stadiums whenever they're playing. So I guess, yeah, Bafana is doing quite well.
And if they do make it to the World Cup, which they will, I think they will be able to make like the round of 32 or round of 16.
Yeah, I think with the current batch of players, yeah, we can do that. And what I like the most is we using local players. I mean, around 80% of the team is local. So, and I think they're able to gel well. I mean, it just goes to prove that you don't really have to be in Europe to to do well as a country. I mean, for the players, individual players, yes, that's a great move going there. You get more exposure. But for the national team, I mean, look at Nigeria. Nigeria is full of players that are playing overseas, but they can't even beat a simple team like Lesotho. So it's quite nice to see Bafana doing that.
Speaking of Nigeria, in our match against them, I think Hugo Bruce should have put in Mufukeng, because Mufukeng never played in that match, never got the chance to show his talent against Nigeria. And I think if they had put Mufukeng on, we would have had like 2 goals.
Well, I think the coach was really, what he was trying to do is, I don't think he went all out to win in that game. I think his own assessment of the match, he would have preferred to either get a draw and not lose. So I don't think he was going all out attack. I think he went out looking for either a win or a draw. But yeah, I don't think he wanted to attack quite a lot. And keeping in mind that Nigeria is very physical. I mean, their players their bodies are bigger than ours. Mufukeng is a bit tiny. And Nkota as well is a smaller body. So I think he really wanted to contain the game more than go out and win it.
Nkota kept on losing the ball in that match.
That's the thing I'm talking about, to say the body size really mattered in that match. So you can't have too many small players playing against a team like Nigeria. I know it's debatable, because if you can look at the Spanish league, most of the players are not that bigger build, but the type of soccer that we play in Africa sometimes requires that you need to have a balance of bodies in a match.
And I think Nigeria robbed us. If we had VAR, we would have already qualified.
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest problem with matches that play in Africa. The lack of VAR. There's a lot of controversies and a lot of important games that got decided with decisions that shouldn't have been allowed. So yeah, I think we really need to get VAR involved in these critical matches.
Yeah. And now let's talk about the Club World Cup.
Club World Cup. That was interesting. I was happy to see Mamelodi Sundowns, even though I'm a Kaizer Chiefs fan, but I was supporting Sundowns due to the fact that it was a South African team. Well, it is a South African team representing all of us there. So I think they did quite well. Yeah, they did quite well, and as expected, PSG was on fire. Dembele and all of those. I wasn't expecting Chelsea to go, that far. I was quite surprised. So, but yeah, I'm glad most of the teams, or underdogs teams from Africa, teams from Brazil, got to showcase how football is played in other continents. I think it's often neglected, but yeah, it gave them a chance to also show that South Africa or Brazilian teams are on the same standard as any other country that plays football.
Yeah, and I didn't expect Chelsea to even reach the semi-finals. I thought it was gonna be like more like PSG against like a bigger team, like a Man City, Real Madrid, which they beat 4-0.
Who do you think initially before it started? Who do you think was going to win it?
Of course,
Please.
Real Madrid.
I know that team has got a great history and well respected, but I wasn't.
It's winning La Liga this season.
Well, I don't think they're gelling yet. I mean, I saw the last game they gave Rodrigo a chance, and of which I think they should give him more chances. I mean, he should play more. I think the spotlight was more on your player, Mbappe, and Vinicius Junior. Of course, Vinicius Junior, I think he's got a lot of issues off the pitch. I just think he needs to change the approach a bit on how he approaches his play. So, but Mbappe, I see he's silently breaking records. I say silently so because when Messi and Ronaldo were doing it, they were doing it at a much incredible stats. So I think but look at him. I mean, he is good. He's good. I mean, look at Haaland as well. I mean, what him and Haaland are doing currently in football is amazing. But I don't think they get this much recognition as the likes of Ronaldo and Messi were getting. So yeah.
Okay, the Ballon d'Ors have job predictions.
Ballon d'Or. Who do you think is gonna?
Dembele.
I think he deserves it. Does he deserve it over Mbappe?
Yeah, because the way Mbappe was playing this season, he was still getting used to Spanish culture, and this season I think he's used to it now. So
Dembele deserves it.
Yeah. So my number 3 is. Can I say? My number 3 has to be Yamal, 2 Rafinha, and 1 Dembele, of course.
Okay. Out of a different, I think Lamine Yamal has played well, but I think there are a couple of things that he still needs to achieve before the Ballon d'Or. I mean,
he's 2 years.
Not really age-wise, but if you look at what other players did before they could win their first Ballon d'Or, it was clear. I mean, there was no doubt that they deserved it. Lamine Yamal, he played well, but I think there's still more that he needs to learn, more that he still needs to do. He needs to learn to, adjust to different games and when not to lose the ball, when, things like that. So I think if I had to give my top 3, strange. Top 3, okay, I'll give it to Yamal. Number 2, I'll give it to Mbappe. And number 1, Dembele. I think he absolutely deserves it.
Yeah. Players like Zlatan, Ronaldinho have never won a Ballon d'Or ever. And I think Lamine Yamal gonna have to wait some time.
Yeah, he's gonna have to prove himself more. I mean, I know lately they trying to change this thing or start giving players Ballon d'Ors because they scored more goals. But I don't think a Ballon d'Or should be about how many goals a player scored, but the contributions and all of those. I mean, if it was all goals, then it means goalkeepers and defenders will never win Ballon d'Ors.
And I think a midfielder that is getting unnoticed is Vitinha. Yeah, because every time PSG plays, the one that's assisting the goals, either making the play, making nice dribbles there and there.
Okay. All right, I see that. Right, now that we spoke about that, let's come locally. What do you think of the league so far? I mean, we're about 6 games in, and what do you think?
Kaiser Chiefs is winning it.
Who's winning it? You're
I'm not
confident?
being biased because I'm their supporter, but I know they're winning it.
So why is
Sundowns
it?
is not winning it for the 16th time. No. No.
Why are you saying Kaiser Chiefs deserves to win it?
That's one of the last time they won a PSL. Was I even alive? Was I even alive when they won
You
it?
were 1 year old when they won it in 2015.
1 year old. I don't even remember anything when I was 1 year old.
Okay, so for you, Kaiser Chiefs has to win the league. But I really think it's a bit tricky. I mean, if you look at the other teams, I mean, Sekhukhune United, they really doing well. I mean, the type of football they're playing is amazing. I mean, I don't think they're getting enough recognition, but they're really, really doing well.
Yeah.
Orlando Pirates, I think they're a bit turbulent. They've got ups and downs. I don't know. There's something that I still don't get about them. They have great potential, but I don't think they're a team that could win 5 games in a row or win consistently. So I would say if Kaiser Chiefs were able to maintain the momentum, they have a great chance. And I'm just sad that I had the coach might be leaving. I mean, that's a really bad time to let go of a coach. First 6 games of the league, we won, majority of them. I mean, we only drew one, we only lost 1 game, and that was the first game we even considered any goals. So I think they stand a good chance to win the league, Kaiser Chiefs.
And at the time of recording right now, Kaiser Chiefs is playing.
In the CAF Confederations. What do you think? Do you think they'll go far in the CAF Confederation?
Yeah, they will. I think they win it because they win it. Even if they do, they won't get enough recognition because it's a small Myanmar cup.
Oh, it's the Europa of Africa. Europa League.
And very few people know it here in South Africa.
Yeah. But it will still be good for the brand. I mean, Kaiser Chiefs winning any type of trophy is always celebrated. So for the brand, I think it would be nice if they win it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Pirates and Sundowns will play in the CAF this year. So good luck to them. At least one of the South African teams must win it. It would be nice for them to win it, even though we would have liked it to be Kaiser Chiefs because we don't have a star. But it would be nice if we, kind of disturb the Northern African countries' domination.
Yeah.
So it would be nice for us having a team to win a game, just to show that we actually good in
African football is underrated. If the European people actually get some time to sit down and watch the matches, they will realize that this is better than some European leagues.
Definitely, I agree. I mean, the standard of football has improved, but for that to improve as well, I think Africa as a continent, we need to start supporting our teams. I mean, I know in South Africa we quite celebrate our teams, but in other African countries, I know Morocco they do, obviously Egypt they do, but our other African countries, most of them would rather watch a game that's playing in England than go watch their local football. So I think the promotion of football should start within our countries. Let's promote our own players. Let's grow our leagues. Let's put money into our leagues. Let's put money into development. Let's grow African football so that it can be a powerhouse like England and Spain.
Yeah, and some countries only get their recognition from like their players that play from Europe. For example, Morocco, Hakimi, and all those other players. If they were not there, Morocco would have not been known. Egypt, Mohamed Salah, him, and the other people. If they were not there, Egypt would have been some other boring African country.
Well, I would say in the past, probably it was before you were born, there are some older players that played from, players like Abu Trika, so there were other players that put their countries on the map, especially Nigeria. Nigeria had really, really good players like Gigi Okocha, Sunday Olise, Taribo West, so we knew those were household names that we knew that these players were good, and those players were from Nigeria. So and many other, there's players from Zimbabwe. We have a Ballon d'Or winner in Africa. Who was it?
Drogba.
No. I think, is he from Libya? He's even running for presidency. What was his name? Yeah, we have a Ballon d'Or. I can't remember his name now, but we were a Ballon d'Or winner in Africa. So yeah, we've always had players that stood out there and there. But I think it's about time where we, same as when you look at Saudi League. Saudi League, it's recognized now, but not recognized by players that are from there. It's recognized by players that are from somewhere else. So we need to grow our own leagues using players that are local, that will be recognized internationally. If we could have more players like, obviously, Dr. Kumalo. He played in South Africa most of the time. I know he went overseas, but he was famous even when he was still in the country.
Benny McCarthy.
But remember, Benny was famous because he played overseas. I'm talking about players that are famous even though they play locally. Players like the Sundowns one, midfielder, it's very good. I cannot forget. Mushish. Tembazwan. So his name is out there, but he hasn't went overseas. But we could do a bit more so that his name is even known far and beyond, even though he hasn't went out. But we need to have more players like that. And I see the likes of Nkota, players like that. We need to have more players. Mufoke, they are getting attention from countries, in overseas. So we need to have more and more players like that so that we take it seriously as a league.
Yeah, and if Africa didn't have all those flashy players, it would have been like Oceania. No one knows a player from there. Only know one player from there. He plays for Nottingham Forest. That's it.
But it's the same as Haaland. He's from Norway. Not Norway. Norway. But he's famous. But him being from Norway, I'm sure other people that have never heard of the country now know there's Norway because there's a big player from Norway.
I didn't even know Norway existed. I didn't even know Saudi Arabia existed before Ronaldo joined a club in Saudi Arabia.
But you are young, so for us that are older and have traveled a bit and know a bit of history, we know about those countries. But you are right, for younger kids that haven't gotten that far in geography. As you study, you'll get to know those places automatically. But you're quite right. Soccer helps put countries on the map, so that everyone is aware where they're from. Everyone knows England because it's got EPL. Everyone knows Spain because Ronaldo and Messi are playing there. Everyone knows Portugal because Ronaldo is from there. Now, everyone knows America, but those that maybe didn't know it because Messi is playing.
And the scouts from Europe, you must come to Polokwane and see the talent that is there.
Or they must come to your soccer.
If you see that the Kasi games going there on the sand,
that's where talent happens. Besides scouts from scouts from locally as well.
They don't want to come.
No, the thing is, South African football needs to go back to the days where they scout players from still when they're in high school. Scout players when they're still young. And I know the likes of School of Excellence produced a lot of players. Stephen Pienaar, a lot of them. I don't know where Mufugeng comes from, but
he comes from School of Excellence.
Oh, I don't know. But what I'm saying is players need to be scouted from development level. So instead of trying to scout a complete player who's already 24, develop these players from school. The likes of Dr. Kumalo, they were scouted in high school. I remember likes of Leslie Manyatela. I used to play against the school. He went to Tsarela and I was in St. Beats. Our school used to play against each other. They actually called him, I think his nickname was McCarthy back then, if I remember well. So he was playing for a school not far from where I was playing, Manyatela. So, so the grassroots football is important, and I think most teams used to start scouting players. So, yeah, which team would you like to play for in South Africa?
Of course, you don't even have to ask me that question. I'm a Kosu for life.
I'm a crazy for life. Yeah, yeah. All right, good luck, but you must attend your training. You know, practice makes perfect. The more you practice, the stronger your body gets, the better your technique gets, and the better you are able to adjust to conditions mentally. So practice helps you coordinate with your team members. It helps you get better. It helps you, polish your skills so that whatever you want to do in the game, you'd have learned in training or you'd have tried it in training. Then you'll be a better player. Yeah? But anyway, all right. Next topic. Just to wrap up, this is our first episode. I think this year we haven't shot much, so let's just wrap up and try to record more and more episodes talking about football, stuff like that. So yeah, just to wrap up, let's do a small recap. You said who's winning the APL?
Either Liverpool or Arsenal.
Choose one.
Liverpool.
Well, as much as it hurts me as a Manchester United fan, I think Liverpool's gonna win it. I don't like Liverpool.
They're gonna pass us in Premier League.
And then in Spain,
Hala Madrid.
please, Barcelona is winning it. Mark my words, Barcelona is winning it. Next year in May, we'll be lifting the trophy as Barcelona.
No, as Real Madrid.
See. Wow, the French league is obvious. PSG is going to take it. And
Bundesliga.
yeah, who's winning South African league?
I'm a Kosu for life, Kaizer Chiefs.
I'm a Kaizer Chiefs fan. I would love to say Kaizer Chiefs. I know they're going to be top 3.
Top 2.
But I have a sneaky suspicion it might be Sekhukhune United. I know it's a wild thought, but Sekhukhune United is really doing well. And if they keep on doing this well, they might just surprise and break Mamelodi Sundowns' extended whatever. So I really hope they don't win this year. I really hope. Yeah. So those are my prediction. We'll see if I'm right or you're right.
I'm gonna be right, but I predicted PSG is gonna win the Champions League. They did. So
Oh, who's winning the Champions League? I know it's just started this week, but who's winning the Champions League?
I have to be biased, but I cannot. It's definitely not gonna be PSG again.
Okay.
I think Spanish teams have won it too much now.
Mhm.
I'm going to take a trip to Italy,
Mhm.
to Germany, Bayern Munich.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It's between Bayern Munich and Barcelona.
Because Bayern Munich, Barcelona.
Yeah. We've got a great squad. We've got a great team. I mean, did you see Rashford's goal during the World Cup?
No, you cannot bring that up.
Well, it hurts me because Manchester United decided to loan him out. Now he's doing well at Barcelona. So he must go back home and play for Manchester United. But Amorim needs to go first before he can go back.
A few months ago, you were hitting on Rashford. Now you're glazing him.
No. I think he's getting the break that he needed. So when he goes back to Manchester, Rashford is a great player. But he needs to get his head in the game. So same way as, remember I was telling you, I'm against how Bruno Fernandes is playing lately. I mean, I know he's our captain and I love him, but Bruno Fernandes, I don't think is giving us what he used to give us. I think it's time for players like Kebe Maino, other players, to be given more opportunities. I mean, Amorim once mentioned that Bruno Fernandes, he put Bruno Fernandes over Kimimain, of which they're not even playing the same position. But in any way, I think the club needs to move forward. We can't constantly rely on Bruno Fernandes. It's time we move on and give responsibilities to other players.
We need a new keeper.
Well, we got a new keeper. Onana's gone.
But Manchester United keeps on signing random keepers you don't know.
Well, Manchester City went on and signed a proper keeper.
Don't know.
We should be doing the same thing, but yeah, I don't know.
So
I don't know.
Donnarumma against I don't know his name, or Ballon d'OR. You think that's fair?
It's not, but yeah, I think, yeah. Well, we must ask the Glazers why they keep on signing those type of players, but I don't know. Maybe he'll do better. Maybe, this might be an opportunity for us to, to view how he gets to play, and he'll adjust, and he might turn out to be a great keeper. I mean, we never know, but yeah.
We need good quality keepers, not these random keepers. And Manchester United, stop signing random teenagers you don't know.
I agree with you on that one. We need quality players. Then we'll start adding the teenagers one by one, same way Alex Ferguson did.
And the teenagers don't even play. That's the worst part. It just wastes money and doesn't let them play. Just like Eden Heaven, when he plays like 2 matches in one season, he's done.
Yeah, they destroy players according to me. I mean, why sign them if you're not going to play them? So, or why sign them if you're not sure that they're going to fit in the team? But then, yeah, I think we could talk about Manchester United all day. It frustrates us.
And Pogba is back.
Oh yeah, but it's too old for us anyway. So yeah, I mean, he's been off for a while. I mean,
we can't just have only young players. We need like 3 or 2 old players to like guide the young players.
Yeah, but not too old. Because remember we got what's
Harry Maguire.
No, Maguire is fine. I mean, like I said, we got Fernandes. He's old.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Casemiro. He's old.
Yeah.
So we need more older players, but not that old. So probably someone who's about 30, around the ages of 28 and 30. Really, really established players, just to help the other players that they're signing adjust. I mean, Kimi Maino, if they had to give him game time, that boy is brilliant. I mean, it reminds me of Essien, used to play for Chelsea. Reminds me of Makelele. It reminds me of those strong, players that that used to do well. So he's got that potential.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I think that's it for this week. We've spoken enough. Can you do the closing?
So guys, that was a nice podcast session. We'll see you guys in the next episode or another video that's not a podcast. We don't know.
Anything is possible. We might even not speak about soccer next time. So this is about father and son having fun anyway. So if we feel like we're tired of speaking about soccer, we'll talk about something.
Okay. See you guys in the next video. Bye.
Boom. Yeah.